Alrighty. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Jade Lizard strategy for small accounts. So you might be wondering, first of all, why the Jade Lizard strategy? Well, the reason is actually pretty simple and straightforward, and that is because the Jade Lizard is a net profitable strategy over the long term. And this is very important because when we put on a strategy, we want to make sure that it is net profitable in the first place. So it's very important for us to rely on statistics as well as studies to see whether over the past number of years it has actually been profitable. So you can see over here, the Jade Lizard is net profitable on SPY. So this is a study that's done by the Tasty Trade team where they tested this strategy on SPY over a number of years. And over this long term, at least for this data sample which they have here, the Jade Lizard strategy is actually net profitable. And here are more statistics as well. You can see that if the Jade Lizard is held to expiration, then the win ratio is about 86%. And if you manage it at 21 DTE, that means once there's 21 days to expiration left in the options, you pretty much exit the trade, and you can see that the win ratio is slightly lower. Now, although the win rate is slightly lower, you'll notice that the annualized ROC is actually higher. So that does not mean that you must hold the trade all the way to expiration just to capture the full premium on the trade, because if you exit at 21 DTE, at least based on this study, the statistics have shown that the return is actually higher. So from here, we can already see that the Jade Lizard has the potential to be net profitable over the long term. That is why we want to trade the Jade Lizard. So if you're new to this strategy and you have no idea what exactly is the Jade Lizard, well, it's actually a pretty simple construct that is combining two different types of strategies. So you can see over here that I've already got the Jade Lizard set up over here, where it's a combination of a short put, which is this strike over here, and the delta usually is somewhere around 16 to 20 delta. So in this example, I've just chosen the 16 delta. And then the second strategy that is combined with the short put is this call credit spread over here, or also known as the bear call spread. So the whole idea of this bear call spread is you want to position the short call somewhere around 35 deltas thereabouts. If you want to be a little bit more protective or defensive in a sense whereby if you think the market is going to go down, then you maybe can shift this up a little bit, make it a little bit more defensive, as well as you can get a little bit more credit as well if you was to go with this nearer at the money call spread. But if you stick to this 35 around there, it's fine as well. And then for this long call over here, it's just meant to protect to the upside. So in this situation here, even though if the market goes above this call spread, it's still going to be net profitable, because the whole idea of constructing this Jade Lizard is to have no risk to the upside. So how do you know whether there's risk or no risk to the upside? Well, you simply take a look at the credit over here, and then you take a look at the call spread over here. So the whole position will pretty much lose based on the spread of the call spread to the upside. So if the call spread has been breached to the upside, then we know that the loss down here is about $5 in terms of the spread width. And that equates to roughly around $500. So if your credit is about $5.59, then just means that you minus off $5, you still have a spillover of about 59 cents in profit. So that's why the Jade Lizard also do have a pretty high win rate, as you have seen just now in the statistics. And if I was to move my face to the right over here, you can see that the pop here is showing 89%. That shows that the win rate is about 89%. So this is the Jade Lizard strategy in a nutshell. Now, although the Jade Lizard is a good strategy, there's just one slight problem of this strategy down here on SPY, and that is because it is not suitable for small accounts. Why is that so? Well, that's because the price is just way too high for a small account. You can see that for SPY is about $600 plus. So for you to put one Jade Lizard on, you can see that the buying power effect is easily over $8,000, and this is on a margin account. So this is very important. If you want to trade the Jade Lizard, you do want to do it on a margin account, because if you have a non-margin account, then the buying power effect you're going to see is going to be much higher. So that is why in previous videos, when I talk about certain strategies that is pretty much like undefined, similar to this, you will find that your buying power is going to be very high if you're not on a margin account. So you do need to have a margin account if you want to trade this strategy the way that it's being designed to be, using the buying power that is reduced on the margin account. So based on this buying power effect, you can see that even though it's a margin account, it's already a little bit just too much for a small account. So what is the workaround for this? Well, the workaround for this, one thing you can consider is to go with the smaller version of SPY, and that is SPLG. So let me just click on SPLG. So SPLG, the price is $72. So it is much lower. So for you to put on the Jade Lizard down here on a margin account, it's going to be much more affordable. It's definitely not going to be 8,000 over dollars. It's going to be much, much lesser than that. And this can be suitable for a small account. But there's just one small problem as well. And the small problem is that there are not too many DTE selections at all. So that means to say that you might not be able to find the kind of DTEs that you want. Ideally, we want to go somewhere around 45 DTEs. And over here in this example, at least today, you can see that it's about 46. So it's kind of in line. But what if on other days there isn't this one? There's not too many choices here compared to SPY. If I was to go to SPY, there are more choices. Over here, you can see that you can go for this one, you can go for this one as well. And sometimes they may even create new DTs as well. There's somewhere around 45 DTs. So there are definitely more choices for SPY. Whereas for SPLG, you're really very limited for your choices. And at the same time, you'll notice that the spread of the options as well, the bid-ask spread is really not that good. It's actually quite a big spread difference. Based on the 15 deltas, is about 15 cents wide. And the bid and the ask is like 30 cents and 45 cents. So 15 cents spread for this kind of a premium is just way too much. If you compare this to SPY, the bid-ask spread is not only tighter, the premiums is much higher as well. For example, if I was to go to the similar delta, which is 15 delta, it's only 3 cents difference compared to the SPLG, which is about 15 cents. So SPLG, I would say, is not really that suitable for the Jade Lizard. So in this case, what can we do if we want to trade the Jade Lizard on a small account? Well, the answer is to go for other index ETFs and maybe stocks as well that is much lower price. So let me just give you one example, and that will be EWZ. So EWZ is also an index ETF, and this is the Brazil index ETF. So you might be wondering, this is the Brazil index ETF. How did the Jade Lizard strategy actually perform on EWZ over the past few years? And that is a very good question. And this is something that you do want to find out as well if you want to trade any of the underlying. So the way that we can go about finding to see how it did over the past few years would be to use what's called a backtesting tool. So when you use a backtesting tool, you can at least have a rough idea as to how the strategy actually performed over the past few years before you decide to put your real money into it and actually trade it. So over here, I've already populated this strategy, and I've just put the settings as 16 delta for the short put, and for the call spread, you have 35 deltas for the short call, and then we're just going to go about $1 out in price for the call spread. So the expiration is going to be around 45 DTEs, and we are just going to limit to just one active trade. So one in, and then once you close the trade, you put it on again. And then we want to exit at 21 DTE because previously, as you have seen, 21 DTE tend to have a slightly better performance, and over here as well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just test it out at 21 DTEs and just hit the run backtest button. And let's just see how this strategy pans out. By the way, if you like this video so far, please subscribe and also click the thumbs up button, and also do get your free copy of the Options Income Blueprint, where I share the top 3 option strategies that help you generate a consistent income each month, trading just 1 to 2 hours a day, right? So if you want to go ahead to get this copy, just head on over to optionswithdavis.com/blueprint. All right, back to the video. Okay, the results are out, and at least for the past 5 years, you can see that this strategy has been net profitable. So the Jade Lizard has been net profitable on EWZ over the past 5 years. Even though there had been the 2022 bear market, in the end, the strategy is still net profitable. Now, what if we had just bought the EWZ shares by itself and held for the past 5 years? Would the Jade Lizard actually outperform that? And the answer is yes, because the buy and hold is telling us that if you were to just buy the shares for the same period of time, then your return is only going to be 32.3%, whereas when you trade the Jade Lizard, your return is going to be much higher. And here's something even better. Usually, when you have a return that is higher than buy and hold, you will also normally have your drawdown higher as well, because you're on options, and options is usually considered a leverage tool, a leverage position compared to buying shares. So generally, most of the time, if you see that the return is higher, the drawdown should be higher as well. but this is not necessarily the case for EWZ, at least for this test that has been done over the past 5 years. And you can see that the max drawdown is about negative 27.66%, which is lesser than the 34% drawdown if you were to buy in a whole share. So the Jade Lizard on EWZ definitely does have a potential, but of course you definitely want to do your own due diligence to make sure that EWZ is an underlying that is suitable for you to trade it. Okay, let's dive a little bit deeper into the details to take a look at the trades that has been done. So one thing you will notice is that the win rate is actually lower than compared to on SPY. If you were to trade on SPY, previously I've shown you the statistics, the win rate should be around 81% if you exit at 21 DTE. But on EWZ, the win rate is actually not that high. But that is fine as well, because over the long term, at least this study has shown that it has been net profitable. So if it has been net profitable, although the win rate is slightly lower than the SPY, it's definitely still doable. So the next thing that we want to take a look at is what kind of losses we can sustain as we trade this. So based on this study sample over here, the biggest loss is over here sometime in 2022, which makes sense as well because 2022 was the bear market. And the biggest loss was around $163. So this is actually pretty manageable as well, since $163 is not really a very big sum compared to if you were to trade it on SPY, where the drawdown can be pretty hefty. So let us take a look at some of the trades that they have put on. So if we were to go to the logs over here, you will be able to see the trades that they have placed based on this study. So one thing that you want to take a look at is the buying power. So remember, again, this is on margin account. So with a margin account, if you were to put the Jade Lizard on EWC, you can see that the buying power is roughly around $500 to about $600 for each trade. So $600 down here, right? Probably 600 plus is the highest, with the average should be around $500. So let us take a look at the other trades as well. Let me just go to the other trades below. Let me just go down some more. Yeah, so the average should be around $500. And yeah, so this is definitely doable if you don't have that big of account. So you can definitely reach roughly about $500 to $6 per trade. And let's take a look at the biggest loss, which we saw just now. So the biggest loss should be around 160 plus, which is this one down here. So the buying power, when you put it on, is about $580. That means to say, even the biggest loss did not come that close to the buying power required to put on this trade, which is a good thing, because the last thing you want is for your loss to actually exceed the buying power which you put on for the trade, which is definitely possible. But over here, based on this last 5 years, at least we can see that the loss is not that big. So the losses are definitely manageable for the Jade Lizard on EWZ. Next, let's take a look at some of the profits. So let me just remove this, and then we can see that the profits are actually not so bad as well. You have about 70 plus, even $100, $114. So let me just go back to the details again, and we can take a look at the winners compared to the losses. And usually for the Jade Lizard, you will find that the profit is not going to be that big compared to the losses. That's basically how it is when you're selling options, because in exchange, we generally have a higher win rate. So there's always a trade-off for this. But for this particular strategy on EWZ, you will see that the wins is actually not so bad. The wins are actually comparable to some of the losses that has been made. And if I was to scroll down over here, we can see that the largest individual profit is about $150 and the largest individual loss is about $163. So it is almost about the same, which is not so bad. So if you have a small account, you definitely can consider trading the Jade Lizard on EWZ. At least for the past 5 years, it has shown that it has been net profitable. But of course, you definitely want to do your own due diligence. And very importantly, you do at least want to test out the strategies before you actually place your real money. And if you have a backtesting tool like this, where you can just click on the backtesting tool to run the test on some of the underlyings that they have on the platform, then you can definitely have an idea on how the strategy actually perform before putting in real money. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and if it has, I would greatly appreciate if you give me a thumbs up on this video and also subscribe to my channel for more options trading videos like this, and I will see you in the next video.